Hey guys, thanks for joining me today on Godspot. I want to talk about tips for discovering your sweet spot. It says in Hebrews 12 verse 1, let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. Now it's talking about a race. Now there are all sorts of races. There's a sprint, and we know there's a 200 meter to 400 meter, even 100 meter. Then there's a marathon racing, long distance racing, which can go 20 kilometers. And what it's saying here is that our lives are like a race, and we need to run in that lane and use those specific talents in that lane. Now, I believe every single one of us has a sweet spot. What I'm talking about is a skill or an aptitude, a function that results in maximum impact for a certain given amount of effort. And we've all felt it at different times. The athlete calls it the sweet spot. When I was younger and I'd run, I used to run long distance. I remember there's a certain time, a certain part of the running where you're running at first, you feel like quitting, you're aching, it's hurting, you're breathing hard, but then you hit that sweet spot. And when you hit that sweet spot, you're in the zone and there's no stopping you. And you just keep going and going and going. Psychologists call it the flow. And in fact, they've linked the sweet spot, the flow, to purpose and happiness. They're saying there's something about it that when you're in the sweet spot, it's linked to those things as well. And of all the things we do, we need to understand it is that indispensable part of us that makes a difference in other people's lives, for our employers, for our families, or our friends, or to the people we are meant to serve. And I don't believe for a moment these sweet spots are random or accidental. I believe they're gifted to us from God. It says these words in Ephesians 2:10, for we are his workmanship created in Christ Jesus for good works. And it's saying there that there is a sweet spot, talents and giftings that have been given to us that make us indispensable to other people. And it's what makes us unique. And here we are, we've been encouraged to run in that area of our lives that has that sweet spot. Now, identifying these sweet spots is what allows us to analyze our days, our weeks, our months, and begin to prioritize what really makes a difference in our lives and what means so much to us. And I think it's really important we understand what our sweet spot is. So I want you to grab a bit of paper after this video. I want you to make a list. I want you to think about what is your sweet spot. So there's a few things that you can do that'll really help you. I don't want to share that with you. Number one, I want you to firstly reflect on your past. I know we're not meant to live in our past, but it's looking at the past. You can see those moments where we were in our sweet spot, where you felt most fulfilled, where you were flourishing and things were just happening, things were just gelling, and you were in the zone. And you can look at that and go, man, it was when I was doing this, or when I was at this time or this place, I was in that sweet spot. And maybe you can take from the past and bring it to the present and even look to the future with it. Secondly, what would you do for free? This is really important because the sweet spot is usually an area of passion. This is the thing we love to do. This is the thing that, as one of my friends says, blows our hair back. We really get excited about it. In fact, we don't even look for financial reward. You know, for me, it's public speaking. I love public speaking. I speak in our industry. I speak in our company. I speak in ministry. I just recently was at Port Augusta speaking there. And I love being able to engage the audience and just be a part of their lives and speak into their lives. I'm very passionate about it. It's my sweet spot. My wife often says, take me away from public speaking and put me in the crowd. I'm a bit lost. But if you put me on a platform or you put me in front of the crowd to speak, she says, that's your sweet spot. That's your happy place. And so I know that for you, it could be something different. It may not be public speaking, or it could be something entirely different. But whatever it is, think about what is it you're passionate about? What is it you do for nothing, no financial reward, and you'll probably find that's your sweet spot. Thirdly and lastly, make a list of your strengths. Now for me, one of my strengths is leadership, getting the job done. I enjoy bringing calm into chaos. And I'm a person who's not afraid to speak up and bring direction and lead the people out of the chaos into calm. I enjoy that. And I'm also very passionate about leadership. I love training other people to be leaders. I really enjoy that. But for me, I know it's a strength and I lean into that strength. For you, it could be something different. Whatever it is, Take the time after this video, write down your strengths, write down what you're passionate about, and think back to where you were really in that sweet spot. And I guarantee you'll find it. And then begin to embrace it and allow your uniqueness to help you succeed. Without that sweet spot and understanding it, we'll never really succeed and become the full potential of who we could be. Thanks for listening. Hit the like button, share it with someone else. Have a great day.